I don't know, I have very mixed feelings about this book. Hi guys, so welcome back to the completed pages video for November. This is everything I colored this month. Let's get started. Okay, some of the images are already a little bit Christmassy, so let's start with this little furball book. And here I colored this one. I don't know, I think a lot of you guys don't really like these kind of wallpapery images, but I really like that one with the little mice and this little gingerbread house. And this was done, the background here I tried to do with watercolor because I didn't want such a vibrant effect with the ink tint. I wanted it to be a little bit lighter, but then I went over it because it came up really patchy a little bit with polychromos pencils. And yeah, the rest was actually done with ink tints, and the little mice were just done with polychromos and a little bit of goldeny watercolor. So I really like that. It's already quite Christmassy. And then in Small Victories, I did my little winter Christmas wreath. I'm just missing now the one for fall. The spring and summer I already completed, but the fall, I don't know. I just didn't have time for the fall images. But yeah, this is the Christmas wreath or the winter wreaths. I don't know if you can see, but I also put in a little bit of sparkle on the leaves and a little bit on these flowers. A little bit of kind of glitter effect, but I'm not really sure if the camera actually picks it up. I really like that a lot. So here again, I went in first with the background with watercolor, but I feel like this paper in this kind of Small Victories version of the German version is not really good for any kind of water medium. So again, it also looks a little bit patchy, and I went over it a little bit with pencil, and the rest was actually done with the Chromaflow pencils. Yeah, I really wanted to work with them again. And then I put in a little bit of white gel pen, and like I said, this kind of glittery, shimmery effect. I don't know if it's really visible on camera, but I really like this one. I'm very happy with this kind of a winter wreath. And then in A Million Cute Animals, I did this one, the little polar bear and orca kind of page. I really liked it because it kind of also looked super wintry and cold, and I thought it really fitting for November. And I also really like the colors that I chose for that, a little bit more muted, I guess. So and pastel-y. The background here, I tried again a little bit with the gel crayons. I only have 2 colors of the gel crayons, this little pale blue and a turquoise, I guess. So I really actually like those. I think I would need to get more of these gel crayons because I really like the effect, and they are easier to work with than the pastels, the soft pastels, I feel. So yeah, everything else was done with the Carandash Pablo, the pencil work of the polar bears and the orcas. So really like that one as well. And then in Spirit Animals, oh my god, this was actually quite a disaster page for me because I already colored this one in February, and I wanted to do the castle on the other side, and I wanted to try different kind of mediums because I don't know, to do that all in pencil I felt would be super difficult. But yeah, I had really a bad start already with the background kind of, because I tried to do some kind of acrylic marker, and then the acrylic marker was run out, and then I tried to go over it with glitter marker, like acrylic glitter marker, but then it kind of ripped through the page here. Oh, and here, yeah, it was a disaster. I also stained that one. So yeah, and then the castle I first did a little bit with Neocolor too. But that was a little bit of a problem because afterwards I couldn't really go over it with pencil or anything because the texture was so, I don't know, glimmery. And then I tried to go over it a little bit with fine liners to define it a little bit because I wanted to do it obviously like an ice castle, so it would fit kind of like that, like her ice castle. But yeah, it all didn't really turn out so well. So I think it was interesting to actually try different kind of mediums on this page, but I don't really feel like it's the result that I wanted for the effort that I put in. But I actually like how the snow came out. This was also done with pencil, and then I went over a little bit with glitter markers, and there's a lot of shimmery glitter on this page, on the snowflakes and everything. So yeah, it was quite an experiment, but yeah, I don't really know about this one. And then the next one is in Botanicum. No, not this one. Here I did this one, and I really like this color scheme that I chose for this one. But the only issue that I had, I didn't really know where to go with the colors, and I first did the trees, but I then later, when I finished the image, thought, oh my god, it would have looked so much better when I had these kind of color schemes, when I would have chosen like birch trees for the image. That would have looked so much better. So if you want to recreate it with these kind of colors, make these kind of trees birch trees. Oh, and then, yeah, I don't know, it went a little bit messy here with the kind of glitter watercolor. I did that because the background was done with soft pastels, and I don't have any kind of fixative. So I thought maybe if I go over it with the glitter watercolor, it kind of seals off the soft pastel. The lights kind of gave it a distorted look, so this image is more accurate to what the coloring really looked like. Also tried to do like an icy kind of thing here on where she's ice skating. Yeah, the rest was actually done with the also chroma flows. And yeah, I think that was actually it. Oh, and I also added a little bit of snow on the trees here. So yeah. So yeah, overall, I really like that picture. And then in Shooting Star, this was actually not planned at all, but I kind of got so upset about the previous one in Botanicum, where I wanted to do a snow scene with the kind of birch trees. And then I looked through this one again, and I found another winter page where it had actually birch trees. And yeah, this is where I kind of used the same kind of color scheme. I think the lights kind of make it look super kind of ugly. Again, the lights kind of distorted the look of the coloring, so this is more accurate. I don't know. I really have to figure out this kind of lighting system because I just don't know how to get it right. Overall, I really like this kind of color scheme a lot, like this kind of cold one, you know. And again, in the background it was done with soft pastels, but I probably wouldn't do the glitter stuff over it anymore because, like I said, it dried really weird. It didn't look like that the last time I looked at that. But yeah, I actually really liked it. I was actually really proud of the color scheme of that one. So, and I thought this one is also a nice one where I kind of could use the same kind of color combination. But yeah, I haven't had the time to actually also do this in November. And then in this new book, The Creatures of Ken Matsuda, I also tried one, but I was not really very happy with that because I don't know, I feel like I'm really bad with water mediums, and yeah, I kind of tried to recreate it a little bit like that, but a little on the colder side, I feel. And yeah, this was done mostly with the new colors too, and I think a little bit of ink tints here and there, but no, I think it was actually mostly done with the ink tints. And the background, again, it was also this kind of gel crayon, but this was really hard to actually, on this paper, to get the gel crayon to actually stick on the paper. So yeah, but I really like this image. Like, I think it's a great image. It's so wintry, so cool, but I am not really sure if I really like how I colored it. Like, I feel I really need to work more on my water medium skills. But I think this book is a great opportunity to actually practice that. But yeah, that's the one in The Creatures of Ken Matsuda. So lastly, here this is Magical Words by Johanna Basford, but the German edition. And this is quite a story actually, because some lovely viewer told me to actually get the French version of this book because the paper is apparently better than the German version. And I wanted to order it, but then I realized I already pre-ordered the German version in advance, and I kind of forgot about it. And then I didn't want to go to the bookstore and cancel it and order the French version. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go with it. But I kind of regret it because I really don't like the paper in this one. Again, I mean, I already knew it. It's kind of my own fault. But yeah, the paper is not really what I like. And also, I was a little bit disappointed with the book, I guess. Because, I mean, I love her newer illustrations, like that one. I think that's very creative. Or this one, I think she hasn't done something like that previously. Or I really love this one. But then there are these pages, like these pages, or yeah, I don't know, these pages. I feel like it's very repetitive from her other books, like World of Wonders and like this one. This is a lot, I think, in World of Wonders, and this is kind of like Small Victories. Yeah, it's kind of like already been done by her, I feel. And another problem is like those pages. Like, I feel there is just too much empty background for me personally, because I personally don't like to create a lot of background, and I feel it's kind of lost because I like images like these ones actually a lot. It's something different, you know, that, or like this, I feel it's like it could be also in Rooms of Wonder, right? So I did this one and I struggled a lot with the paper, and you can see it was a lot of empty background as well. So I tried to use soft pastels, but I'm not really good at it, and obviously I couldn't really draw the clouds, so I was really frustrated with that. First of all, because I didn't like the paper in this book, and second of all, because of all this kind of empty background. So I then thought to myself, okay, I'm gonna try something else here, and I tried to use a little bit of acrylic markers and I think also fine liners, and that's about it actually, and a little bit of glitter markers. But yeah, I mean, I really like Johanna Basford and her work, but I think probably she has maybe a little bit too much of a pressure because she has to come up with a new book. I like stuff like this every year, so I wish, or this one, I really was looking forward to this kind of image to color. Maybe, I don't know, or this is also very lovely. I have seen this colored a lot, but yeah, sure, I kind of do understand. Like I said, I feel like it's very difficult to come up with new ideas every year. She has to probably get out a book every year. So I don't know if I will get any more books of hers in the future, if they are kind of like same-ish, I feel. I really love her work though, but yeah, it's just, like I said, so much similar images, I feel. So if you also have this book, what is your opinion about it? I would be really interested to actually know how you feel about this book. Yeah, so that was actually everything I colored this month. Let me know in the comment section below which was your favorite image for the month. And until the next time, bye bye.